Okay, today we are diving into the aesthetic toolkit to really understand some of the most popular cosmetic treatments in the entire world. Yep, we're talking about injectables.
You've definitely heard the names being thrown around. Botox, Juvederm, Sculptra. But what do they actually do? How are they really different from each other, and which one is for what? Let's get right into it and clear up all that confusion.
And just so you know why this is such a big deal, get this. These injectable treatments are more common than all surgical cosmetic procedures combined. It's wild. They've totally become a huge part of how people think about aging and rejuvenation, giving you pretty big results with hardly any downtime.
All right, let's open up our toolkit. The very first tool we're going to grab is the Wrinkle Relaxer. This is the one you've for sure heard of, and its whole job is to tackle those lines that pop up when you make an expression. So, the fancy scientific name is neuromodulators, but you know them by their brand names like Botox, Dysport, or Daxxify. Their one job is actually pretty simple. They tell very specific facial muscles to just chill out for a little while. And when that muscle stops scrunching up, the skin on top of it gets a chance to smooth itself out.
So where do they work the best? Well, think of all the classic expression lines. Those 11 lines that show up between your eyebrows when you frown, the horizontal lines across your forehead, and of course, crow's feet. But the uses go way beyond that, for more advanced stuff like slimming a jawline or even doing a subtle lip flip.
So how does it really work? It's not about adding volume or filling anything. Nope, it's simply about blocking the nerve signals to those specific muscles. It's kind of like temporarily hitting the pause button on the very muscle that's causing the wrinkle in the first place.
Okay, so pausing muscles is great for expression lines. But what about the lines that are there even when your face is totally still? Or those areas that have kind of lost their plumpness over time? For that, we need to grab the second tool in our kit, the volume restorers. The most common ones you'll see here are hyaluronic acid fillers. You've probably heard of brands like Juvederm and Restylane. Just think of it like a smooth, clear gel that physically adds volume right where you need it. And the best part? The results are immediate. And, this is super important, they are reversible. But wait, there's another player in the volume game, and this one works in a completely different way. Meet Sculptra. It's not a filler that gives you that instant poof of volume. Instead, it's what we call a biostimulator. You inject it, and it basically sends a signal to your own body to start building brand new collagen. It's all about restoring volume slowly, from the inside out.
So let's just boil this all down. One type of treatment stops the crunching, and the other one rebuilds the cushion. Neuromodulators are for the wrinkles you get from moving your face. Fillers and biostimulators, on the other hand, are for volume loss and the lines that are just kind of there. Two totally different problems, two totally different solutions.
And wow, this table just lays it all out perfectly. Look at the huge differences in when you see the results. Fillers are right away. Botox takes a few days to kick in. And Sculptra? Well, that takes months. And how long do they last? Relaxers are a few months. Fillers can be up to 2 years, and Sculptra can go even longer. Seriously, this is your ultimate cheat sheet.
Okay, knowing what these tools can do is one thing, but what's the actual experience like? And, maybe more importantly, what are the risks that you absolutely 100% need to know about?
Let's talk about aftercare, because it's not always just a simple walk-in, walk-out thing. With a product like Sculptra, for example, doing the aftercare right is absolutely crucial. To make sure the product settles in evenly, you have to follow the 5-5-5 rule. You massage the areas for 5 minutes, 5 times a day for 5 whole days. This is non-negotiable if you want a great result. Okay, now for a very serious point on safety. With HA fillers, the single biggest risk, and I have to say it is rare, is something called a vascular occlusion. This is when filler accidentally gets into a blood vessel and blocks the blood flow. It is a true medical emergency that can actually cause the skin to die if it's not treated immediately. So what do you need to look for? These right here are the urgent warning signs. We're not talking about a little bit of bruising. We're talking about severe pain that keeps getting worse, skin that turns white or develops a weird blotchy purplish pattern, or any changes at all to your vision. If any of these happen, it's an immediate call to your provider or a trip to the emergency room. Period. All right, after getting through the tools and the very real risks, let's talk about the payoff. What do the results actually look like over time, and what's the plan for keeping them up?
Managing expectations is everything, because not all of this happens at once. You'll see the volume from an HA filler literally right away. But for a neuromodulator, you'll start to see lines softened in a few days, and the full peak effect hits at about 2 weeks. And then you have Sculptra,
where the real magic doesn't even start to show up for a few months, as your body is busy rebuilding that collagen.
So how long do you actually get to enjoy the results? Well, your standard wrinkle relaxers like Botox usually last about 3 to 4 months. There's a newer one called Daxify that's pushing that to 6 months or even more. And those thicker fillers, the ones used for building structure in the cheeks or jawline, those can last anywhere from 1 to 2 years.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? It's that these aren't competing products. They're actually complementary tools in a toolkit. A really comprehensive, natural-looking result often means using a little bit of a relaxer for the expression lines and a little bit of a volumizer for structure, all totally customized to your face and then maintained over time. And you know, that really leaves us with one final thought. These treatments are powerful, they're incredibly precise, and they are becoming more and more mainstream every single day. So as more people start using these tools, not just to turn back the clock, but to actually guide how they age, what is aging gracefully or aging naturally even going to mean in the coming decades? It's definitely something to think about.